The fat woman, commonly known as the money tree, is a popular indoor plant that not only decorates the interior, but also has a number of useful properties. This plant belongs to the Tolstyankov family, which includes more than 300 species. The fat woman was named the money tree due to superstitions and folk signs associated with attracting financial well-being and good luck. However, in addition to the mystical aspects, the money tree has many other benefits, including medicinal properties and positive effects on the environment and human health. The fat woman in the culture and superstitions of many peoples symbolizes prosperity, wealth, and good luck. In particular, in Feng Shui, the money tree is considered a powerful talisman that attracts money and material well-being. According to this teaching, the plant should be placed on the southeastern side of the house or office, which helps to attract good luck in financial matters. It is important to note that the leaves of the money tree resemble coins in shape, which was the reason for its symbolic meaning. However, this plant is important not only in a mystical context. Its healing properties have long been known, which are actively used in folk medicine. Medicinal properties of the fat woman. The fat woman, or money tree, has long been used in folk medicine due to its medicinal properties. It contains biologically active substances such as arbutin, flavonoids, organic acids, and tannins. These components determine its anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, regenerative, and analgesic effects. The use of Tolstoy covers a wide range of diseases, ranging from skin problems to the treatment of joint pain and colds. Let's take a closer look at each of its medicinal properties. Anti-inflammatory and antiseptic effect. One of the most well-known components of Tolstoy is arbutin, a substance that has pronounced anti-inflammatory properties. This makes the juice and leaves of the plant an effective remedy for the treatment of inflammatory processes of various types. Arbutin prevents the development of infections and inhibits the growth of pathogenic microorganisms. Application. For skin inflammations such as dermatitis and eczema, Tolstoy can be used as a natural anti-inflammatory agent. To do this, the leaves of the plant are cut and applied to the inflamed area of the skin, or juice is used to lubricate the affected areas. Tolstoy leaves can also be used to treat cuts, abrasions, and minor wounds to prevent the development of infections and accelerate healing. Healing of wounds and burns. The fat woman has a powerful regenerative effect. The juice of its leaves accelerates the restoration of damaged tissues, stimulating the regeneration of skin cells. This property is especially useful in the treatment of minor cuts, burns, and even bruises. Application. To treat wounds or burns, it is enough to take a clean sheet of fat, cut it in half, and apply the cut side to the affected area. The sheet is fixed with a bandage or plaster and left for several hours. The procedure can be repeated several times a day to speed up healing. Fat woman also helps with calluses or corns. The sheet is applied to the problem area at night, and in the morning the skin becomes softer and easier to process. Treatment of herpes. Herpes on the lips is a common problem that causes not only discomfort, but also aesthetic inconvenience. Tolstyanka is an effective folk remedy for the treatment of this viral disease. The flavonoids and tannins contained in the plant help to suppress the activity of the virus and accelerate the healing of the affected areas. Application. The freshly squeezed juice of a fat woman is applied to areas of the skin affected by herpes several times a day. It is advisable to repeat the procedure every 2 to 3 hours to achieve the best result. The leaves of the fatty can also be chewed, and the juice can be held in the mouth for a few minutes, which helps to fight herpes in the mouth or on the gums. Help with insect bites. Insect bites such as mosquitoes, bees, and wasps cause unpleasant sensations accompanied by itching, swelling, and inflammation. Due to its anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties, the fatty helps to quickly relieve irritation, reduce swelling, and prevent the development of infection. Application. To reduce itching and relieve inflammation in insect bites, it is necessary to take a fresh leaf of a thicket, cut it, and apply a slice to the bite site. You can also squeeze out the juice and treat the affected area of the skin. If the bite is accompanied by severe inflammation or an allergic reaction, compresses from Tolstoy can be repeated several times a day. Treatment of joint diseases. Joint diseases such as arthritis and osteoarthritis are often accompanied by pain, inflammation, and limited mobility. Tolstoy can be used as an adjunct in the treatment of these diseases due to its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. Compresses with fatty juice help relieve pain and reduce inflammation in the joints, which is especially important in chronic inflammatory processes. Application. For a compress with the juice of a fat woman, it is necessary to chew several leaves of the plant, or squeeze the juice out of them, then moisten gauze or cloth in it and attach it to the sore joint. The compress is fixed with a bandage and left for several hours or overnight. You can repeat the procedure daily for 1 to 2 weeks. You can also do a light joint massage with fatty juice to increase blood circulation and relieve tension. Treatment of varicose veins. Varicose veins are a common disease in which veins lose their elasticity and expand, which leads to swelling, heaviness, and pain in the legs. In folk medicine, Tolstoy is used to relieve the symptoms of varicose veins. It helps to improve microcirculation, reduce swelling, and strengthen the walls of blood vessels. Application. To relieve the symptoms of varicose veins, it is recommended to wipe your feet daily with the juice of a fat woman, or apply compresses from fresh leaves. This helps to relieve heaviness and fatigue in the legs, as well as reduce swelling. Mitigation of cold symptoms. Tolstoy can be used in the treatment of colds due to its anti-inflammatory and antiseptic properties. In folk medicine, there are recipes involving the use of Tolstoy juice for gargling with colds and sore throats. Application. For gargling, the juice of a fat woman is diluted with warm water in a ratio of 1 to 3 and rinsed several times a day. It helps to relieve inflammation, reduce pain, and speed up the healing process. A fat woman can also be useful for a runny nose. To do this, the juice of the plant is diluted with water, 1 to 1, and 1 to 2 drops are instilled into each nostril 2 to 3 times a day. Treatment of gastritis and peptic ulcer diseases. It is believed that fatty liver can help in the treatment of certain diseases of the gastrointestinal tract, such as gastritis and peptic ulcer disease. The leaves of the plant contain substances that have a healing effect and can reduce inflammation of the gastric mucosa. Application. For the treatment of gastritis or ulcers, it is recommended to chew 1 to 2 leaves of the fatty in the morning on an empty stomach. However, care must be taken and consult a doctor, as if improperly used, the juice of a fatty can be toxic. Warnings when using. Despite the numerous beneficial properties, the fat woman should be used with caution. Its juice contains arbutin, which in large quantities can be toxic. This is especially important to consider when using the plant internally. Excessive dosages can cause nausea, vomiting, and other signs of poisoning. Also, before using Tolstoy for medicinal purposes, it is recommended to apply a small amount of juice to the skin and observe the reaction for several hours. If redness, itching, or rash appears, the use of the plant should be abandoned. Tolstyankov is not only an ornamental plant, but also a powerful natural remedy for the treatment of various diseases. Its anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and healing properties make it an indispensable assistant in the fight against inflammation, wounds, joint pain, and even viral infections. However, like any medicine, Tolstyankov should be used with caution, especially when taken internally.